Chapter 12. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33. It is 3 hours before sunset as the Cousteau wind ship Alcyon drops anchor at King's Cascade. It has taken us the entire morning and most of the afternoon to navigate the treacherous waters of the Prince Regent River in the remote Western Australia Territory. Standing on deck, I survey the quiet bay about us and listen to the cascading waterfalls that spill several hundred feet over numerous mossy ledges before splashing into the water just a few yards from our starboard side. The cool mist that floats heavily in the air is a welcome relief from the muggy heat of the Australian summer. Glancing at the outside thermometer, I see it is 102 degrees Fahrenheit, down from the noon high of 114 degrees. The waterfalls look so refreshing. I desperately have to fight back the urge to dive into the cool water. Beside the cascading water, bold red letters crudely painted on the mist-covered rocks declare, "Danger, no swimming." Wiping the sweat from my brow, I think about the young American actress who disregarded this warning barely 2 months ago. Jessica, her name's been changed, had always known she would be an actress. Even as a preteen, she usually managed to get one of the lead roles in her school and church plays. Then one day, something magical happened. She was selected from hundreds of other hopefuls for a part in a television situation comedy. Success and fortune came rapidly. At the age of 19, Jessica allowed herself a well-earned vacation to Australia and even brought along her childhood girlfriend. The two lively girls met a couple of local Australian guys who had a boat. They brought the girls here to King's Cascade. It was, as usual, extremely hot on that spring day, and the guys offered the two young women a couple of beers. They refused. Yet the young Australian men were insistent, and besides, the cooler only contained beer. Because it was hot, the two girls chose to have more than a single beer. Soon they began behaving recklessly and abruptly. Despite the warning cries of the two young men, they decided to jump into the water. The Australians urgently tried to call the girls back to the boat, but they laughed and swam for the rocks at the base of the waterfall. Jessica almost made it. Standing on the Alcyon, I again read the warning, painted in red on the rocks. Danger, no swimming, crocodiles. The terror for the girls must have been horrifying, I thought to myself. On that beautiful spring day, Jessica's young life abruptly ended in a horrendous way as a huge crocodile took her just yards from the safety of the rocks. The other girl barely managed to scramble to safety as her childhood friend disappeared forever beneath the swirling water. To one side of the cascade, I see two crocodiles on an exposed rock and shake my head sadly at the futility of such a senseless death. Alcohol and drunken activity are the number one killers of teenagers. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes themselves in rags. Proverbs 23:20 through 22. Christians must be strong in their beliefs and commitments. Too often, young lives are prematurely snuffed out because they do not stand up for what they know is right. They should not allow others to dare us. We should not allow others to dare us into making bad choices. True adventures are for sober people who are serious about enjoying life. Be careful, or your hearts will be weighed down with dissipation, drunkenness, and the anxieties of life, and that day will close on you unexpectedly like a trap. Luke 21:34.